first start skateboarding, every trick seems impossible. You're not really comfortable on your skateboard yet to start doing ollies, but you still want to learn some kind of trick. Well, today I'm going to show you 5 skateboard tricks that you could learn in one skate session. Well, maybe not learn all 5 tricks in one skate session. I mean, you probably could learn all 5 in one session if you really practice hard and you got them all down really quick, but you get what I'm saying. You theoretically could. Let's just move on. The tricks we'll be learning today are considered easy skateboard tricks, but I understand if you're a brand new skateboarder, they may still seem very scary and difficult. But these 5 tricks are great for beginners who are comfortable with balancing on their skateboard, but not quite there yet to start doing ollies or shove-its or kickflips or the 900. Which would be wild if that was your first trick. I picked these 5 tricks because I think they will help you gain confidence with your skateboard and just doing weird stuff with your feet and the board in general. Also, all these tricks that I picked out are low risk, so even if you do fall, it won't hurt too bad. Hopefully. Don't take my word on that. Please don't sue me. Skate at your own risk. I've got bills to pay. I'd personally still recommend that you wear a helmet to protect your head goo, because you know me, I'm a big helmet boy. That's what they called me in high school. They said, hey, look at that guy. It's helmet boy. I've also ordered these tricks from what I think is the easiest trick to the hardest trick. So once you get that stanky first one down, you can move on and you'll feel a little bit more confident. Also, another reason I picked these 5 tricks is because with all of them, minus the 5th one, you can practice them in the grass, and then once you feel a little bit more confident in the grass, you can move on to the cement and then fall down there. Before we start getting nutty, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button down below and consider subscribing to this channel if you like skateboarding content. That's what I do here. Now let's learn about that first trick, boy. The first trick that we're gonna learn today is called the Feet Stomp. This is a great trick to be your very first trick as a skateboarder because you can start off stationary and it doesn't require you to do a bunch of weird stuff with your feet. It's all one fluid motion. It will also help you get used to landing slightly unbalanced on your skateboard, which in case you don't know, as a skateboarder, you're gonna be doing that a lot. So this is how the trick works. Start by flipping your skateboard to the grip tape side and put both of your feet underneath the skateboard. Your feet should be on the edge of the skateboard so that just your toes are completely underneath the board. From there, jump straight up and try to keep your feet as flat as possible. Because of jumping straight up with your toes underneath the board, it's gonna naturally flip back over to the wheel side. From there, just let our friend gravity do the rest and land back on the board. And then you can just land on the board and cruise away, or do whatever you want. Skateboarding's like jazz, baby, it's all about the tricks you ain't doing. For the most part, this is a fairly simple trick, but there are a couple things I want you to keep in mind. First, try not to keep your feet too close together when you flip the board back over, because you don't want all your weight going directly into the middle of the board, because that's going to throw off your balance and the board's going to fly out beneath you. To fix this issue, when you jump straight up, try to get your feet to land on both of the bolts on the skateboard. This will help you distribute your weight evenly. The second tip I have for you for the Feet Stomp is try not to flip the board away from you. You should let the board flip naturally with your jump and try not to flip it with your feet. If you're purposely trying to flip the board with your feet, it's possible that the board is gonna go in front of you and you're not gonna have a lot of space to land on the board. Really just focus on jumping straight up and getting those feet back on the bolts. That's all you should be worrying about. And that's pretty much the Feet Stomp. It's not too complex, but it will really help you get used to landing on your board from the air. So let's move on to our next trick. So next, let's talk about the Casper Half-Flip. In a lot of ways, this trick is very similar to the Feet Stomp, but there's a little extra twist. No pun intended. Well, there was a pun intended because I wrote it in the script, but when I wrote the script, there was no pun intended. First, a quick terminology lesson. Let's talk about what a Casper is. A Casper is when your skateboard is flipped grip tape side down and you have one foot on the tail of the board while the other is underneath the board towards the nose of the board. Being in this position, you can create tension between your 2 feet to actually lift the board up. You may have heard of this skateboarder called Rodney Mullen. He goes nutty for these things. But we're not going to be learning the Casper today. That's essentially a different trick for a different day. Instead, we're going to be learning one little snippet of a Casper, and that being a Casper Half-Flip. To do this, we're going to cheat and actually set ourselves up for success and just start in the Casper position. Usually if you want to get into a Casper position, you have to like flip into it, but again, different video for a different day. We ain't doing that right now. So place your skateboard with the grip tape side down on the ground and put one foot on the tail of the board and the other foot will go underneath the board near the top bolts. Next, similar to the feet stomp, we're gonna jump straight up with our board. The big difference here is we're going to give the board a little bit of a shove with our foot that is on the tail of the board. This shoving motion is going to cause the board to go back to the regular skating position. The shoving motion is definitely the hardest part about this trick. Again, I'd recommend to start out in the grass, and once you kind of figure out the flip, you can move over to the cement. The easiest way to explain the shoving motion is to push down and back on the tail as you jump up. In a way, you're doing a very light scissor kick, but with just your back foot. Your front foot doesn't really do too much here, just make sure that it helps lift the board up, get it out of the way, and then wait for gravity to put you back down on the board. So now let's talk about some common issues you may run into while you're trying to learn this Casper Half-Flip. The most common issue you'll probably run into is either over flipping or under flipping the board. It's going to take some time to figure out how much power to give the shove to make sure that you land properly back on the board. Fixing this is fairly simple. If the board is over flipping, give it a little less power, and if it's under flipping, give it a little more power. I've mentioned this before in my other videos, but skateboarding and consistency is a funny thing. I've been doing this trick for 10 years and maybe even longer than 10 years to be honest, and still, when I was recording footage for this video, I was still over flipping it at times. The moral of the story is don't get bummed out or stressed if you're not landing it, just keep practicing it, I believe in you. Let's move on to our next trick, manuals. I guess you could say this is my manual for a manual. Come on dog, I'm trying. Manuals are a super fun trick, and after some time and practice, you'll be able to get even wilder with them. Also, if you really want to work on your balance, this is your trick. A manual is when you balance on the back wheels of your skateboard, but your tail does not touch the ground. If the tail touches the ground while you're doing a manual, that's considered a skateboarding no-no, and the skateboarding FBI will come for you. Additionally, a nose manual is when you balance on the front wheels of the board and your nose doesn't touch the ground, but in my opinion, a manual is easier to learn, so that's what we're going to focus on today. Again, this is a fantastic trick to learn because it will help you work on that balance as well as getting used to making quick weight adjustments. Personally, manuals are one of my favorite things to do because there's so much you can do with them. You can ollie into them, you can do tricks out of them. I love just trying to push my boundaries on what I can do with a manual. So how do you do this dang thing? Like I said, this trick requires quick weight adjustment. As you start learning this trick, I'd recommend that you start off learning it stationary, so maybe find a big crack in some cement, or maybe just a pole or something to hold on to. To get into a manual position, you're gonna start by putting all your weight on your back foot, and that's gonna cause the board to pop up. And right as the board pops up, you're gonna shift some of that weight back to your front foot. One way to help you figure out weight distribution is to try to imagine an equal amount of weight directly below you, and then aim to try to get that equal amount of weight distributed between your 2 feet. You don't want to put all the weight on one side so that it touches the ground. Put some of that weight on your front foot to help create that tension between the two to keep your nose up and the tail up at the same time. If you're having issues finding that balance, try to focus on how much weight is in each foot and not so much on trying to keep the board up. Once you're in the manual position, it's now time to focus on trying to stay in that manual position. One tip that helped me that took me way too long to figure out is that this trick is not all just in your back foot. What I'm trying to say is you should be using both your feet to adjust your balance. If your tail starts going towards the ground, shift some of that weight to your front foot. Even though you are controlling this trick with your back foot, don't forget that your front foot has power too. Okay, next we're gonna move on to the hand flip. The hand flip is slightly more difficult than the other tricks we've learned today, only because there's a few additional steps involved. However, this is a great trick for beginners because it's gonna help you get used to seeing the board flip beneath you. The hand flip, as you may have guessed, is when you flip the board with your hand. Not all skate tricks have cool, elaborate names, unfortunately. Anyway, there are several variations of the hand flip, but today we're going to be focusing on one that doesn't require you to move at all. To do a hand flip, start by putting both your feet on the tail of the board. This is going to cause the board to pop up. From there, grab the nose of the board and jump straight up. As you jump, you're going to pull the board towards you to get it spinning. Make sure you get your legs high enough to clear the board and then just slam it back down when you see that grip tape side start rolling back around. If you want to add a little extra style, you can throw in a scissor kick when you do this hand flip. The scissor kick doesn't really do anything or add anything, but to non-skaters, it will make it look more complex. So if you're trying to show off, that's your move. For this trick, you may run into two common issues. The first is commitment. It's gonna be scary the first few times you try this to see the board flipping beneath you, but try and commit to the trick. Really focus on trying to get your feet back on the grip tape without putting them on the ground first. I'll be completely honest with you, half the time I don't land tricks is because I wasn't fully committing to the trick. Focus on getting back on those bolts, dang it. The other big issue you may run into when doing this trick is regaining your balance once you land on the grip tape. As a new skater, it may be difficult for you to find that balance as you land on your board. But again, God gave skaters grass to practice their tricks in, so start in the grass until you're comfortable with it. And finally, the last issue you may run into with this trick is just flipping the board in general. Believe it or not, a hand flip actually does not require too much power from you. Make sure you're giving it enough power to fully flip, but not too much that it starts going into a double flip. Unless you're trying to do a double flip, then more power to you. Hand flips are a really fun trick to do. Sometimes they look more complex than they really are, which is cool, again, if you're trying to show off. But just a fair warning, this trick may cut up your hands a little bit, especially if you aren't used to touching grip tape constantly. And that's an official Z-Boy warning. Nice. The final trick we're going to be learning today is called a Primo, or sometimes called a Terrail. This is probably the weirdest of the 5 tricks because it's taken everything you've learned today and just throwing it in the dumpster. A Primo or Terrail is when you're standing on the side of your skateboard. There are several different ways to get into Primo, but today we're going to be focusing on what I think are the 2 easiest ways to get into Primo. I'd recommend you try them both and do whichever one feels more comfortable. The first way to get into Primo is to simply roll your board into Primo from your regular stance. To do this, start by putting both your feet towards the edge of your skateboard. For me, personally, this trick is 10 times easier if you line your feet up directly with your wheels. Once your feet are directly lined up with your wheels, we're gonna jump straight up and roll your feet forward. As you start to descend from your jump, try to aim for those wheels. The hardest part about this trick is simply trying to land on your wheels without losing your balance. And to be honest, you're probably gonna lose your balance between 10 to 400 times as you practice this trick, but don't give up. Once you do land on the wheels and you got your balance, simply just wait it out for a few seconds and then you can simply roll your board back to the grip tape side. Or if you want to get real wild, you can flip out of Primo. The other common way, and probably safer way, to get into Primo is to step into it. To do this, start with both your feet on the tail of the board. From here, use whatever foot feels more comfortable to push the board into Primo with the side of your foot. As the board falls into Primo, step onto the wheels of the board with both your feet. From here, you can balance it out, and whenever you get bored of standing like this, you can flip the board back to the grip tape side. And to get back to the regular position of the board, you can do a simple little hop, shove your feet just enough forward to make the board roll, and land on the grip tape. Simple as that. I love doing Primos. I think they're a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff you can do with them if you're into that kind of thing. Some skaters aren't. Easily, the hardest part of this trick is just trying to get into that Primo stance. I can't tell you how many times I've fallen on my butt trying to do this trick. At least 3 times, maybe 4. To get used to balancing in this Primo stance, I'd recommend just putting the board on its side and then just stepping onto it. No fancy way to get into it, just do it the old cheat style. Once you get good with Primos, you can start doing even more wild things. You can flip out of them, you can do a body burial, you can do whatever this thing is. Do whatever you want, go nutty. So those are some easy tricks you can learn as you begin your skateboard journey. Once again, I said you could learn these tricks all in one day, but don't feel bad if you don't. Even if you only learn one part of a trick in a skate session, that's still an improvement. Just keep practicing and just don't bum yourself out, my dude. What trick or tricks do you want to learn next? Let me know in the comments. And as always, have fun, good luck, and keep shredding the gnar.